It is time for another theme park hosting top 10 video where we count down the top 10 rides and attractions at theme parks all around the world. So join me today as we count down the top 10 rides at Silverwood. Starting off at number 10, we're going to jump aboard the historic Silverwood steam train, and with it dating back to 1915, it seems like a perfect attraction to start off the list with. Of course, the modern day train experiences are not the same as they used to be with the ongoing expansions of the parks, but what I really love about this theme train is it keeps the retro charm even 100 years later. In addition to the 20-minute layout consisting of, if there can be, too much nature, as well as some awesome props and actors on board. Therefore, in our eyes, nothing beats going back in time on the number 7 steam train. Choo choo. Are you planning to visit the park on a hot day? Well, if so, or even not, our number 9 spot, Thunder Canyon, is a must-do family ride. Being the park's rapid, prepare to get soaked as you will make your way through all of Silverwood's beautiful scenery while also dipping, ducking and dodging the rapid choppy waves. For all of these reasons, Thunder Canyon is one of my favourite rapids that I have ever been on, but also one of the wettest, with the edges of the boat being lower than normal. So make sure to bring a spare pair of clothes when riding the Thunder Canyon. From one water ride to the next, at number 8, Roaring Creek Log Flume will not get you as wet as on Thunder Canyon, but is still a very enjoyable ride for the whole family, making it very hard to choose between this as well as Thunder Canyon. Once boarded your log, you will set off on an adventure through all of the park scenery at a relaxing pace, thinking, why is this ride not getting me that wet? But this does not last for long, as you will climb up the lift hill, providing a fantastic view of the park and surrounding area before plummeting back down to planet Earth and getting you a little bit more wet. This is so much fun to ride, and with it not getting you absolutely soaked though, like on Thunder Canyon, no matter what the weather is, anyone will love Roaring Creek Log Flume. If you are scared of heights, skip to number 6, as coming in at number 7 we have Planet Plunge, and the name sure doesn't lie. Standing at 140 feet tall, this is definitely not one of the tallest drop towers in the world. Nevertheless, it still packs a punch for the thrill seekers out there. Like your typical drop tower, you will climb slowly to the top, providing some amazing views like you have never seen before. However, before you can say, oh my, you will be plummeting back down, giving many people the thrills of their lives. But would you brave the plunge? I don't know. For our number 6 spot on our top 10 list, we're going to be heading on to Spincycle, and get your sick bags ready as you may get a little dizzy. In a nutshell, on this attraction you will sit around a disc which will then spin 360 degrees, which is then connected to a giant arm which rotates completely upside down, and that brings you upside down at 104 feet above the ground. So yeah, this attraction is not for the faint of hearted, and with you having to handle 3.5 times the normal gravitational pull, in my eyes it is the most intense ride at the park, and therefore if you can ride, every other attraction pretty much in the whole world will seem like a piece of cake. Top 5, and for our first roller coaster on the list we have Corkscrew. This ride opened back in 1975 at Knott's Bay Farm as the world's first ever double inversion ride, before being relocated here in 1990, so it definitely has its history. Unfortunately though, with it being old, this is not the smoothest of rides, and despite the loops being pretty fun, there literally isn't any other elements, so often guests do miss this ride out. Personally though, I think with its history and it's still been a great ride for either a first loop or just another coaster cred, Corkscrew is a must do. It is time for a woody, as at number 4 we have got Timber Terror. Located next to the highway, often this ride can build long queues throughout the day. So over here on Theme Park Coasting, we recommend riding the other attractions later on and getting on this one straight away. However, we still 100% recommend a ride, as you will not be disappointed with its big drops, bank turns and plenty of airtime hills, really blowing any guest our way. In addition to this, it is not too intense, so no matter what your thrill level or age, you will love Timber Terror. Here we enter the top 3 rides at the park, and for this spot we have Tremors. Now, like Timber Terror, this is also a woody and features the same sort of elements. Therefore, if you are over here for a short amount of time, I would only ride one of them, as they are kind of the same. But here is the reason why I would choose Tremors. For starters, even though the layout is very similar, that airtime hill after the drop is just outstanding, and I find that the rest of the ride is a little bit more intense. The main reason though why I chose it is because of a recent retrack from RMC, bringing a modern touch towards a classic and changing it from the number 6 spot on my list to number 3. However, the question is, which woody do you prefer? Comment down below. Coming in at number 2, we have got a giant inverted boomerang, and unlike your normal boomerang coasters, which I think are normally quite boring, this one is very different. With it being an invert, your legs will be dangling the whole time and you will rise up a 90-degree lift hill, which feels quite weird if you have never done one before. Then after that you will complete a 110-foot cobra roll, followed by the best loop. Then after that you will then come to climb another lift hill. Then finally you will do all of it backwards. How cool does that sound? If this does sound too intense though, try a classic boomerang instead, which are located at many parks around the world, as it has the same concept but just a little bit smaller. We have made it to the number 1 position, and for the best ride at the park we have got no other than Stunt Pilot. There is not a single doubt in my mind that this RMC single rail does not deserve to be at number 1, and if you have rode it before you will know exactly why. From the second that you reach the top of that lift hill and head round the corner, you will know that you are in for a treat, with its multiple unique inversions as well as twists and turns that can only be done on a roller coaster like this at mental speeds. Now, if that doesn't make you want to rush to the park right now, I don't know what will. But for me, a trip to Silverwood is not complete without a ride on Stunt Pilot. That is it from our top 10 video today. Obviously you all have your own opinions and we would love to see them in the comment section below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, at the top we have got 2 videos that we know you will love, and at the bottom there is our Patreon page as well as subscribe button. But with all that said, there is only one thing left to say. My name is Tom Derrick from Theme Park Coasting, and I will see you for the next video. Goodbye.